This year, the world seems to be slipping deeper into chaos. Mediums and psychics from various cultures have echoed a shared message. The Earth is undergoing a profound energetic shift, and humanity is shifting with it. We are living in a time of acceleration, where events unfold more quickly and crises appear to erupt one after another. From war and social unrest to economic disruption and extreme weather, the sense of turbulence is undeniable. Among the many warnings circulating in spiritual and intuitive circles, one stands out: the possibility of major earthquakes in July, particularly in oceanic regions near Japan and the Philippines. These warnings are not without basis. Scientific data has shown a noticeable uptick in seismic activity in those very areas during the first half of this year. Could these be signs of a larger event building beneath the surface? Let's take a closer look at what's currently happening in the Earth's crust, especially in the volatile Pacific Ring of Fire, and explore how likely it is that a significant earthquake might strike these regions in the coming weeks. Omen from the deep. Mysterious doomsday fish appears 3 times in 1 week. In just 1 week, 3 rare deep-sea fish, commonly known as doomsday fish, have been spotted on the coasts of Australia and New Zealand, stirring public anxiety and speculation about their connection to coming disasters. Earlier this year, a resident of Tasmania, Sybil Robertson, was walking her dog on Ocean Beach when she noticed something unusual: a sea eagle behaving strangely and a strange silver glint reflecting in the sunlight on the shore. As she approached, she discovered the body of a long silver fish, approximately 2 meters in length, shimmering in the sand. I saw that it had beautiful colors on its head and striking patterns along its body. Although it had some injuries, it was overall in fairly good condition, she later reported. She took a photo and shared it on a local citizen science group. Experts confirmed that the creature was a giant oarfish, known in folklore as the doomsday fish. What made the event even more chilling was that 2 more oarfish specimens, both headless, were found within the same week in 2 separate locations near Dunedin and Christchurch on New Zealand's South Island. So what exactly is this mysterious creature, and why is it surrounded by ominous myths? The oarfish is the longest known bony fish in the world. Its gelatinous, ribbon-like body can grow up to 8 meters long, and it typically lives in the deep sea at depths ranging from 150 to 1,000 meters. Its rare appearances near the surface have long been associated with folklore and disaster. In Japanese tradition, oarfish are considered harbingers of earthquakes and tsunamis. Before the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, locals reported an unusual number of oarfish sightings, lending renewed fuel to this ancient belief. Adding to the sense of foreboding, Australia, historically considered a geologically stable region, has recently experienced a surprising increase in seismic activity, particularly in New South Wales and Queensland. In March alone, multiple quakes rattled the region. A 3.3 magnitude earthquake struck Muswell Brook, New South Wales, with a shallow depth of just 1 kilometer, felt by nearly 200 people. A 4.4 magnitude earthquake hit 17 kilometers west of Townsville in northern Queensland, felt by over 5,000 people. Many residents described the experience as violent and like an explosion. On April the 4th, a 3.7 magnitude quake hit Albury and surrounding areas, Nissalville's largest quake in 2 decades. Just 4 days later, Hunter region experienced a 3.4 magnitude earthquake. Most notably, on May 24th, a 5.2 magnitude shallow quake hit Orana region, followed by aftershocks of 4.1 and 3.6 magnitude within minutes. These tremors were felt as far as 375 kilometers away in places like Forbes and even parts of the Gold Coast, with reports of shaking windows and rumbling floors. Incredibly, just a day before the Orana quake, a 3.2 magnitude earthquake also occurred off the coast of Queensland near Yeppoon, another sign of heightened tectonic unrest. Dr. Trevor Allen, a senior seismologist, remarked that it is rare for such offshore quakes to be felt so widely, and that this uptick in felt seismic events may indicate increasing tectonic stress across the Australian continent. The recent string of oarfish sightings has led many to question, can these deep-sea creatures actually sense or even predict earthquakes? Despite the ancient lore, scientists remain skeptical. According to Dr. Nick Ling, a fish ecologist from the University of Waikato, oarfish are simply elusive creatures of the deep that occasionally get pushed toward the surface. A 2019 peer-reviewed study also found no scientific link between oarfish sightings and seismic activity. Dr. Neville Barrett, a marine biologist from the University of Tasmania, adds that while large earthquakes may sometimes disrupt the water column and startle deep-sea fish, causing them to rise, there is no evidence that oarfish can predict quakes months or even years in advance, as folklore claims. These are coincidences. There's no hard evidence to connect the two, he explains. From land to sea, Earth's restlessness doesn't end at the shoreline. While earthquakes and strange deep-sea creatures have captured our attention on land and near-shore waters, there's an even more dramatic show of Earth's power unfolding deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. Off the coast of Oregon, a massive underwater volcano called Axial Seamount is approaching eruption, and for the first time, we may witness it live. Have you ever seen an underwater volcano erupt? Thanks to advanced technology, scientists have set up a live stream, giving us front-row seats to this rare event. Located about 480 kilometers off Oregon's coast, Axial Seamount is among the most active submarine volcanoes in the Pacific, currently sitting at the brink of eruption. Axial Seamount lies on the Juan de Fuca Ridge, buried 1,500 meters underwater. Its eruption cycle mirrors that of Hawaiian volcanoes. Magma chambers slowly inflate, pushing the seafloor upward like a balloon ready to burst. Once pressure reaches a critical point, the volcano can unleash hundreds of millions of tons of highly fluid lava. Scientists have installed HD cameras on the volcano's summit, focusing on an active hydrothermal vent called the Mushroom, which rises 4.3 meters from the sea floor. The Ocean Observatory's initiative streams 14 minutes of footage daily, showing white bacterial mats and tube worms pulsating around heat cracks, signs magma is moving closer to the surface. Axial Seamount has erupted several times before, in 1998, 2011, and 2015. The 2015 eruption was a breakthrough, triggering over 8,000 earthquakes and causing the sea floor to collapse nearly 2.4 meters. New GPS and sensors captured the event in real time. Now, scientists observe similar signs: rapid seafloor inflation, surging earthquakes, possibly up to 10,000 a day, and rising magma pressure. As volcanologist Bill Chadwick says, the volcano is at or near the same inflation level as before 2015. We think it's ready. Should we be worried? Despite the enormous lava volumes axial seamount could release, it poses no threat to humans. Its depth and distance, about 480 kilometers offshore, mean no tsunamis or land shaking. Instead, it offers a unique scientific opportunity to study underwater volcanic activity, which accounts for 75% of the world's eruptions but remains largely mysterious. As the Pacific Ocean simmers with volcanic unrest beneath the waves, the land above is beginning to tremble. In the past few weeks, Japan's northernmost island, Hokkaido, has been rocked by a string of strong earthquakes, raising concerns that the Earth's crust beneath the region may be shifting, tearing, or building towards something far more powerful. In the early hours of June 7th, a magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck off the Tokachi coast, jolting buildings and sending residents scrambling in fear. But this wasn't an isolated event. Since late May, the Pacific side of Hokkaido has experienced 4 earthquakes above magnitude 5. On May 31st, a 6.1 magnitude quake hit near Kushiro. Days later, another followed offshore, this time recorded at magnitude 5.9. The seismic activity is escalating, both in frequency and in strength. These tremors are not just surface-level disturbances. They may point to something deeper, a potential shift or slip in the tectonic plates beneath Japan. The region lies along the boundary where the Pacific Plate dives beneath the Eurasian Plate, one of the most active subduction zones on Earth. The recent quakes suggest that accumulated energy may be nearing a breaking point. When plates slide past or collide with sufficient force, the resulting quakes can be catastrophic. Japan's meteorological agency has taken the unusual step of warning that a megaquake along the Kuril Trench could occur at any moment. Such a trench is a massive fracture zone deep in the ocean, where tectonic plates grind against each other, storing enormous geological stress. The growing swarm of moderate to strong earthquakes may be the Earth's way of adjusting or warning. Meanwhile, the risk along the Nankai Trough, a major subduction zone extending from central Japan to the seas off Kyushu, has also surged. Government data recently raised the probability of a major earthquake occurring there in the next 30 years from 70% to 80%. The last major quake in that area, the 1946 Showa Nankai earthquake, registered a magnitude of 8.0 and caused widespread devastation. Recent projections suggest that a full-scale rupture of the Nankai Trough could be one of the most damaging natural disasters in modern history. A megaquake could affect an enormous area stretching from Okinawa to Fukushima, potentially killing nearly 300,000 people and causing up to $1.8 trillion USD in damage. Most of those fatalities would come not from the shaking itself, but from the massive tsunamis that follow. What's more alarming is that only 20% of the population in affected areas is expected to evacuate in time under current conditions. If that rate were increased to 70%, tsunami-related deaths could be cut by more than half. Indirect deaths from poor living conditions in shelters and disrupted medical care could add another 26,000 to 52,000 casualties. Last August, the western edge of the Nankai Trough was rattled by a magnitude 7.1 earthquake near Miyazaki Prefecture, a stark reminder that pressure is still building beneath the crust. Combined with the current activity in Hokkaido, there is a growing sense that Japan may be entering a new phase of heightened seismic tension. In recent months, for the first time, we have witnessed the ground literally sliding during an earthquake, a shocking and unprecedented phenomenon. This raises an important question. Could something similar happen again? Also, there are videos circulating online of people in Japan reporting strange noises.
おととい、青森県の津軽地方で響いた謎の音です。
Could this be a sign or indication of something unusual happening underground? What do you think about all this? With so many unusual signs and increasing seismic activity, it's natural to feel concerned. Let's keep Japan in our thoughts and send our blessings for safety and strength during these uncertain times.